Hi everybody. I have got another Chunky Monkey, little Chunky Monkey journal. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Let me measure first, get that out of the way. 7.5 by 5. And on the front it's got a bow made out of some real pretty fabric and lace behind it, part of a doily, a little mini flower. And this is also part of a doily here and here with the flower that goes with that. And that real pretty image. The cover's done in denim. And then a stitch, well, we don't need that. No, that goes on the inside. I use blue thread on the inside. I stitched around it a whole bunch of times. Y'all know I like to let mine overlap my covers. And then on the inside part, well, on the top here, I put some seam binding and I just left it loose with a little rose, and there's some stitching, and it's a linen pocket, and then the denim over it to go with that. And I put in a little coffee dyed journaling card here and one of these cutie patootie envelopes. Come on, little dude. Oh, now I got it in a real good knot. Oh, y'all don't need to see. Oh, ding, 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 ding. I heard it. It can stay right there. There we go. Sorry, y'all. But it's got some card stuff in it for journaling, and I just stitched around the cards. And I am not going to make y'all watch me put that back together. Got a little image there. Over here is some French, and then the sewing from the other side, and pretty rose. I got a piece of I did a lot of collages in this book, so it's a little different. Piece of ephemera behind it, and I used part of a napkin here with the book page and a butterfly, part of a doily, just all kinds of stuff. And this little tag here holds everything in place. And over here is some stitching, part of a doily, lady. And I just let things from the other side come on over. It's a pocket on this side, a little card. And then this is just a piece of lace that's on the book. More stitching, lady, different fabrics. And I really like just plain lined paper. For me, when I'm journaling, this is my favorite thing to write on. I guess that's because what we're used to writing on. But I added some fabrics and some seam binding and a little image. More fabrics, French. I just sewed around the coffee cup and it came through on the other side. So I made another collage over here with a handsome gentleman with a very big hat and just different doilies and seam bindings. And this is a pocket here. And I just left the edges real rough on the pockets and inked them up. And here's a pocket made out of the matching denim of the cover. And it's got part of a doily here in French and some stitching. And I put a postcard in there. And then one of these little dudes, or we'll call them little dudettes. And it's got a little charm hanging off of it. Little dudette. Got some stitching going down here. Another collage with the French and just different pieces of small images. Little mini pocket over here. I wanted a mini pocket because I wanted to have some room for writing. It's got some seam binding here and some little mini cards. Alright, there you go. Get it there. There we go. And this is a collage of different cards to journal on. Different fabrics going on. And that's the stitching from the other side. Little newspaper image there. Nice piece of ephemera for writing on. Over here, that's the stitching from the other side here. This is a card with some sari silk and gold thread. Got, it's a little bit of a greenish color pocket with a dress form image. And I couldn't get that right in the other one. And fabrics, different fabrics, parts of a doily. And it's got 2 cards that tuck in here. Oops. Look what I did. Telling you, I cannot get through a Friday without missing something. It's just sad. Alright, I'll fill that in. Piece of fabric here. I just stitched around the image. And then that's the stitching from the other side, and I made a collage inside of it. And this lifts up. I just thought it was pretty. See, I would write right over that. I have no problem writing on things. Some flowers up here. Another collage of different papers with a cute image of a little girl in the kitchen. Tag here. Some pretty stitching. More lined paper and different fabrics with part of the French book. And this is a collage of just some different things with the cards, and they are adhered down to the paper. And up here, that's the stitching from the other side. Got a pocket made out of doilies and the French book page and a little image of a lady selling flowers. And then a little card. Look at that. See, I love this kind of stuff. I just think it's so cool. It's all thready and ratty, and that's how I like it. Another place for journaling here. Piece of fabric. Little tuck spot here with the snippets. Probably wondering that Sammy Joe in the background. It must be bath time because she is just licking her feet and just having a party over there. See? All I had to do was say that scene. Sammy says hello. Got some stitching going on here. Sammy, it's just a bird outside. Y'all, she is growling at a sparrow. That's hysterical. Like that little bird's gonna do something. My big brave dog. Another collage here with a really cute button. And this is a card that's been adhered down, and I did a little collage of fabrics and the French book page. Over here's a tuck spot, and I used some corrugated paper here and backed it with a part of a book page and the stitching. That's pink sari silk. Barking at a sparrow. And you know that's hysterical. Pitiful. That's my brave girl. Over here's another denim pocket with some different fabrics and a safety pin, a little part of a butterfly peeping over. And some cards for journaling. Oops, I didn't mean to move the table. Sorry if it made you dizzy. Another tuck spot over here. Teacup and stitched around it, and I'll just let it come through on the other side and put a little image there and part of a doily, and just stitched around that. Another little collage of a fan and a lady and some pretty fabrics here with the stitching. This is a stamp and a seam binding, part of a doily. A piece of fabric there, another tuck spot, a little card, some stitching going across the top. And see, I just let it come over and be uneven, and then I decorated this side with a couple of images and some fabric. So it kind of, I like the unevenness. I just think that's, that's kind of neato. Up here, I did a little collage of a fan and a little girl with a parrot and a doily and a bow, and it's backed with some music paper. And then I did another collage here with the different fabrics. Little butterfly. That's my wacky sewing machine. And again, this matches the front. It's got the seam binding. I just left it loose with a little rose. I did do some really faint stitching in the cream up here. It's really hard to see though. Just a little something something. And then the pocket matches the front. And it's got a big card and some paper. Isn't that cute? Sometimes those collages come out so precious. I like them. They're cute, but sometimes they're just like extra cute. But you never know what you're going to get unless you play. There's the spine. And there's the front cover again. I want to thank y'all so much for being here with us today, or with me today, me and Sammy. So I guess that would be an us, us's. And we're putting some blank journals in the Etsy shop today. I think 3 are going in. And if I'm fast, I will finish up the journal that I'm working on and do a video on it a little bit later on in the day. And hopefully I will see you then, or I may see you next Friday in the next videos. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.